planned and I worked to get here. No fairy godmother, no magic, no help from anyone. I did everything right. I got the prince, the dress, the castle, and, well, everything. Perfect. So, I should be happy.
Cinderella, you can still be happy, Cinderella.
What? My fairy godmother! You're late. I had to do it on my own, and I did, and I got it all, and it was everything, and it's not what I thought it was, and I'm so miserable and trapped, and I want to go home!
I'm not your fairy godmother. I promise. I'm just a girl just like you. And this is no fairy tale, Cinderella. This is your life.
But I don't want this life. I want my life to be perfect.
Cinderella, I know. Trust me, I know. But you can still be happy.
Are you sure you're not my fairy godmother? You really sound like her.
I'm sure. Listen, you don't need a fairy godmother to make you happy. You did it, remember, you did it before. You planned and you worked and you got to the ball, and you can do it again. You're not trapped by anything.
No. I got everything I ever wanted, and I will find a way to make this perfect. I'm sure if I'm a better person, he'll be nicer to me. I just have to figure out how to make him happy. He's adjusting to having me here in the castle. He'll change if I give him enough time.
Really?
Yes. No, get out. I don't need you. I can figure this out on my own. I'll be a better wife, and he'll learn how to love me.
Well, you're not trapped, and you can still have a life that makes you happy. You can write your own story, Cinderella.
I'm not listening. La 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 la.
Cinderella. Cinderella. Hey, you can't do that forever.
You need to leave. Now. I'll be just fine.
Okay. You're in charge of everything, including writing your own story. Challenge yourself. Ask yourself the question, can I be the author of my own story? Can I take the pen into my hand and really write my own story? Or am I just going to become a character in my own book? You know, we never read boring books, do we? If a book is boring, we put it down after the first, page, or I don't even get through the first chapter if it's not a good book. So why would you live a boring life that's unfulfilled? This is your one life to live. Make it an amazing story, okay? Can I hear? Are you going to make it an amazing story? Number one is spirit, your soul, your center. God created each and every single one of us as a unique being. And that's a beautiful thing. We have our life. It's a gift. And the part of you that will live forever is your spirit. Passions. Your passions. What are your passions? When we become adults, all of a sudden we're all grown up and we want to be serious and taken seriously, and I think we forget sometimes what we're passionate about. We get into our day jobs and that absorbs us, and we're taking care of, our families and the bills and all of these technicalities of life. And we forget what we love to do. Well, think back to when you were a kid. What did you like to do? What are some of the things that maybe you used to do that you don't do anymore? Your body. And thank goodness for people like Nisha Jackson, who's going to help keep our bodies what we need them to be. Take care of your health and your wellness so that you can go after all of these things. 3, relationships, both good and bad, and maybe relationships that have come into your life for a reason, for a season, and then they're not going to always be there, and then the relationships that will always be there. But relationships are very, very important. That's something that we need in our life. But you need to look at the relationships in your life, and you can't depend on someone else for your happiness. Your mind. I loved how Martha De Laurentiis said, challenge your mind, grow, gain knowledge. We should always be learning something new every day until the day we die. So always challenge your mind. Wealth, your finance. I think, money doesn't buy happiness. We know that. We hear that. It's nice to have things. It doesn't buy happiness. But if you can take care of yourself financially and be stable, then you're going to have freedom. And number 7, free your world. I think give back to the world. Give back to others. If you put others first, you're going to be rewarded. If you're kind, if you have integrity, pay it forward. I'm serious. You're going to feel great about it. And even if it's just giving someone a smile, someone that maybe walks past you during the day and it looks like they're having a hard time, maybe a kind word, maybe a compliment to the person that's checking your groceries, little things like that. Those are my 7. You know who you are, and you know what you want your story to be. You know what your personal foundation is built of. Make sure you tend to that, take care of that. And I love what one of the gals said at the We event. She said, know what your passions are, know who you are, and go for it.